Hey everybody, we've got a great video for you today because Toyota has made the Prius sporty. The old one was super narrow and kind of looked like a shopping cart, but this new one is actually pretty rad and I think can take on one of the most iconic sports cars of all time.
Dare I say, Tommy, that even a 12-year-old Mazda Miata, for all you Europeans, MX-5, can whoop the pants off of that sporty Prius.
Well, let's see how sporty it really is. So we're gonna run a drag race, a roll race, a brake test, and a handling challenge to see if this fuel economy king can take on a sports car.
You ready to lose?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey folks, today's video is brought to you by salvagereseller.com. This website allows you to bid live on online salvage auto auctions without a dealer's license. You can register for free or use the 20% off coupon in the description below. Go find your salvage car gem now.
All right, Dad. Now, this may seem like a pretty odd comparison, and indeed it is, because no one is really cross-shopping the new Prius with a slightly used Mazda Miata. But as a car enthusiast, you know, we've heard so much about this new Prius being so much quicker. So I'm curious, can it outperform a Miata?
Do you know why this Miata is smiling, Tommy?
Why is that?
It knows it's gonna kick your butt, that's why.
Yeah, you say that, but I have a way more power. So this new Prius has gained over 70 horsepower compared to the old one. I've got 194 horsepower. How many do you have?
Almost 170.
Okay, and then I've got an unknown quantity of torque, but I do weigh about 3,300 pounds. What about that Miata?
145 pounds of torque and 2,500 pounds of, well, okay, I weigh about 225, so 2,725 pounds of weight in here.
Okay, overthinking that, but really the car is about 2,500 pounds. You have a 6-speed manual. I have an eCVT. I also have a sport mode, and I'm about to rock your world in this quarter mile because we are racing at over a mile above sea level. Electricity isn't affected by altitude, so I think you're going to be pretty shocked at what happens in this race.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, good launch for the Prius. Yeah, good launch for the Miata as well. Now, the great thing about this is the Miata is not known for its straight line acceleration, which is part of the reason I chose to do this test first.
Let's do it! Go! I think I'm catching up to him.
Man, this Prius hauls butt. That's 80 miles an hour already. And across the corner. Oh, Dad, you're gonna get some comments, my friend.
What was your time?
I ran a 17 flat at 84 miles an hour.
I went 17.40 at 81.9 miles an hour, so a little bit longer of a racetrack, and I think I would have caught up.
Well, good news is that the launch is now going to be irrelevant in this next test because it is the roll race from 30 miles an hour. I took you in test number 1. Let's see if you can take me in test number 2.
Hey, why don't you put your top down for this one? Oh, no, that's right, you can't.
Okay, so the plan here, Dad, is we'll accelerate up to 30 miles an hour, and then when I say 3, 2, 1, go, maximum acceleration across the line.
Okay, let's move it. Okay, I got 30 there. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Mazda. Oh, yeah. That's a different story. Listen to that engine.
Oh no, the Miata's taking me! It is neck and neck. I'm actually starting to come back a little bit. There's 70 miles an hour. Oh, I am crawling my way back. 80 miles an hour. Oh, I think I'm gonna take him across the line.
Well, that was too close to call, Tommy.
Oh, gee, I crawled back though. All right, should we do the braking test?
Sure, let's do that. Let's go see which of these cars has better brakes, and I think that answer is, well, already known.
Yeah, it's a Prius because I can regen. But let's go up to 60 miles an hour. I can smell the roses already from over here. It smells like clean energy.
Smells like defeat to me.
I got 45.
50. Okay, got 60 miles an hour there. Hold it. Oh, right. Well, he won the brake test. Let's see what the difference was. All right, Dad. I stopped in 120 feet. 120 and a half feet. And of course, I'm rolling on pretty skinny tires, 195. So certainly from braking and handling, that's going to hurt me.
You know, that is a very respectable distance for a family car. Not so respectable for a sports car.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Miata with, well, at least wider tires in relationship to the car and 800 pounds less should stop a lot sooner. So let's find out just how long it took.
Oh, look at you, Dad, 106 feet.
Wow, yeah, that's the sports car in the MX-5. So
work.
let's kind of recap. So you definitely won the first drag race.
Yes.
The rolling start is kind of, we don't know. It's too close to
I think I may have won it, but we'll let the comments battle it out.
And of course the brake test, the Miata one. So we need to do one more just to be sure that this is the sports car of the bunch.
Yeah, it's time for the handling test, and that's time to cut to the phallic 500.
The phallic 500. What is a phallic 500, Tommy?
I'll explain. All right, so this is essentially an autocross that I've come up with, called the phallic 500 because of its long shaft and then big rolling sweeper at the other end. But essentially it's a combination of a slalom, a little bit of a drag, and then you've got a long sweeper, and it's well, it's pretty cool. We'll run the Prius first.
All right, so Tommy has basically set up, for lack of a better word, a very manly autocross. And of course, the MX-5 or Miata is the autocross car, so I think this plays to the strength of the Mazda, but we shall see. So I'm going to time him, and we'll see how quick it takes him to go around this. Well, if we had a drone, you'd see what it looks like, but this is still an active airfield for emergencies, so we can't fly drones. So use your imagination. All right, Tommy, are you ready?
All right, Dad. Now, obviously, this autocross, not super scientific. This is just a good old-fashioned father versus son showdown. But it will give us a sense of what these cars handle like, and I am ready. I'm in sport mode. My traction control is turned off.
All right, I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, go, okay?
I'll go on go. Easy as that. Come on, Prius.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
3,
Come on, Toyota.
2, 1, go!
Okay, now this is the front-wheel drive version of the Prius. Prius is, of course, available in all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive as well. Sharp U-turn, really good turning radius out of this Prius. Squealed the inside tire with that open diff. There's 45 miles an hour, hard on the brakes, slightly squishy brake pedal, a little bit of understeer, hard on the throttle. Gonna squeal that inside tire once again. Here I come across the line, 45 miles an hour, coming up to 50 now.
All right, that was 25.70 seconds, just a tick under 26 seconds. So if I can't beat that time in the Miata, I should probably retire early.
That was pretty cool. Man, they really improved this new Prius. It's like an inch wider, inch lower, inch longer, and you can really tell on a performance test. It's a really good little car. Not as fun. The steering is still pretty dead compared to the Miata, but you know, still pretty darn fun.
No pressure, you just have like 30-something years of Miata ownership behind you watching this.
Yeah, but you know, this is the first Miata we've owned.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, feeling good? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Zippy oversteer action there. Right on the brakes. Smooth through the sweeper. Slow in the gear though. What was my time?
2570. 2540.
25.40, baby. He just squeaked past me. And he took out 2 cones, so technically that would be a 35.40, but we won't give him too much head.
All right, what was that?
That was a 25.40.
Wow, and I was overdriving it. Why don't you try it? Seriously, let's try it. I want to see how you can do it. Could just be the talent of the driver. Now, keep in mind, Tommy runs autocross.
Very rarely.
No, he spent a whole year running it in this mini GP. Pick up the cone. I also got a cone penalty, so that would be... Tommy's certainly the better Micah of the two of us when it comes to autocross. Okay, Tommy, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. Even though he did kill a cone too, see? So, there's good news and there's bad news.
Got a little too sideways there.
Yeah, the good news is you got a better time, but the bad news is you killed a cone.
You killed 3!
You want to see your time?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
24:56.
So over a second quicker than the Prius Sport, trying hard to say that, the sporty Prius.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is a fun car. It really is super fun, even if you get a little too sideways.
All right, first of all, Tommy, I want to apologize to all you Miata owners out there. I'm going to say we need new tires on this thing. I'm always going to blame the tires, right? Because it pushes or understeers like crazy.
Well, it's running an old set of all seasons. The Prius is running a new set of all seasons, but I have to say, you know, on a twisty road, on an autocross, this car is going to be way more fun than the Prius and way quicker, especially with good drivers and good tires. But you have to admit that. I mean, the new Prius is pretty rad.
Yeah, you know, you did surprise me with the drag race and
the roll race.
Yeah, everything
the
surprised
brake
me.
test.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, look how raked that front windshield is. That's like a Lexus LFA.
Well, funny you say that. It's actually the same exact angle as an LFA. But guys, let us know what you think of this comparison. I'm sure we're going to get some comments on this one. Mostly negative. We're ready. But as always, has been Tommy
and Roman saying thanks for watching. Remember, go to alltfl.com for more news, views, and of course, old versus new, sporty versus sports reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao.